Put her on repeat. What's up?
Hi.
Hi. What you got for me?
Nothing. You gonna pay? Hey, give me one second. Hold on. Come on,
Okay.
Carter. Come on. So I have a question.
Okay.
So why don't you believe?
There's no good reason to.
You say it's no good reason to, but why? Like, because
There's no good
obviously
reason.
this subject it didn't just come out of nowhere.
Right.
So let's just start there.
The subject did not come out of nowhere. You're
Right.
absolutely right. But no, it's no good reason to. I've realized after searching long and far, here and wide,
Mm-hmm.
that this being that gets talked about named God, it just seems like it's only getting talked about. And it's different for every person. And there's actually different explanations in different religions. And there's different beliefs in how God does this or what God says. Some people say they even talk to them. So the thing is, it's all he say, she say, and I never seen a God. I never heard from a God, never felt a God, nor has, any of the ancestors who were, colonized through this religion or religions alike. So there's no good reason to.
Okay. So you did say you went searching for him, though, right?
Yeah, and it just seems like it's all something that people talk about.
Okay. Can I ask you how you went searching for him?
Well, just the method of which the book is saying that God exists. It's saying that it's everywhere, right? So you look everywhere, you call out, God, God, Jesus, Yahweh, Yeshua. Is nothing happens. Um, you know, Alakazam. It's like you can even switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Allah.
So let me ask you, is that how you went looking for him?
Um, what I understood is that I can't find Spider-Man in New York. I can't find Iron Man in his mansion. I can't find the Hulk somewhere.
Hmm.
You know, Bruce Banner. Even I can't even find him. So why should I be looking for God?
Well, I guess like when I was asking like how you were looking for him, because if that's how you were looking for him, you're not gonna find him that
Okay.
way. Like there's
So
certain.
what tool do you use to find God? Because like say like because atoms, right? We can't really see atoms like right here, but we can use a tool to see, or even like a telescope to see like Jupiter or like Mars. We look at it, through the little telescope, and we can see that it actually is a thing. Like it exists somewhere.
Right.
Um. So what tool are you using? How did you find
Well, it's
God?
the same. It's the same way with God. There's tools to find God.
Okay.
I'd say the number one thing is faith. You have to believe that He is there, that there is a God. That's number one. You don't just holler
So
out Alakazam or
so you first have to accept it. So you have to assume that it's real first before you can prove that it's real.
you have to assume that it's real. Now, this is what I say
That
to you. Like,
seems
you
like a
want to compare.
scam. It seems like a scam. It literally
So,
seems like a scam.
so do
That's
you
like give
not
me your
think?
money. Give me $5,000 right now out of your bank account. I'm gonna give it to you. Just have faith. Assume I'm a good person and give me the $5,000. I will give it back.
Well, that's what a loan is.
I
You go
mean,
to the bank, you
you
ask for
you
money.
you
The
you
money's
got
not.
you got contracts to back up the loan,
You got
and
contracts to believe in God. You got contracts for God to speak to you, to
you
be
have
there for.
you have contracts to believe in God. What contract did you sign?
Well, the first thing is you have faith. That's number
And
one.
what is it backed up by? What are we backing up by? More
By His
faith?
spirit. But okay, you know what it's backed up by? Would whatever made you go seeking him in the first place, you probably would have gotten that answer had you done what it is that you as a person is
Do you
supposed to.
know why? What makes me go seek something?
No,
If
I
something,
would like to. I would like to know what made you go seek him in the first place.
well, people say it's real. People say it's real. Like it's like a child
Mm-hmm.
who gets taught that Santa is real.
Mm-hmm.
During Christmas season, Santa is real, and so you're gonna,
Because they
imagine
want gifts, right?
they want gifts,
So,
and
what made
you.
you go seeking him in the first place to where you feel like he didn't come and answer you that now made you believe that he wasn't real?
What I'm saying, well, I'm just starting off at the core. The core of it is that it is a story. It's a story. It's a book.
Mm.
So, um, you know,
Do you know what
when
type of book it is?
it's a fictional story. It's a fictional book,
Do you know what Bible stands for?
a fairy tale story.
Do you know what
Bible
Bible stands
doesn't Bible doesn't stand for anything.
for? Basic instructions before leaving Earth. It's a manual.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Hmm.
Did you
That
just
that
come
was
up with that?
completed after the
You
fact.
just came up with that?
No,
Who came
that's
up with that?
exactly that's exactly what Bible stands for. Which is why,
But that's
like
just
they say,
what you saying it stands for. Who says that it stands for that?
the same people that teach you stuff in school, right? Don't the school people tell you that if your
Well,
teacher tells you
it's an
X, Y,
acronym though. Like I can make it mean whatever I want it to mean, just
everything's
based off.
accurate,
No, it's not.
right?
I can make Bible mean big intestines bloated, loading exceptions,
Hmm.
loading ejections.
You can.
Because my big intestines are bloated,
Hmm.
so I gotta shit, right? So I'm loading ejections.
Hmm.
I can make it mean whatever.
And so you're reading it wrong, which is why you're not going to pass the test because in your mind it means X, Y, and Z. If you're in school, right? Because a lot of people, like you say, you believe your teachers. I heard you say that earlier,
Did
right?
you know that Bible is just an English word? It's just an English word. The word Bible is just a translation of the word biblio.
Did you know that?
So
Okay,
what
let's.
does biblio mean? The acronym for that. Basic instructions before leaving IO. What is IO?
So, are you asking us questions? Okay, let me ask you this because I heard you say earlier too that you feel like people who believe in
Are we just
God are.
deflecting the question? Biblio is the original word.
No, 'cause
Biblio.
that's not what I was taught. I'm not going to talk about something I don't know. No, I don't know. I,
Helios Biblios. Helios Biblios translates into Holy Bible. And now you're telling me in 2023 that Bible actually means Bible is a type of book, and Bible actually has an acronym says basic instructions before leaving Earth. Okay, you're just telling me this now, but before the word wasn't even Bible. The word was Biblio, Biblios. Actually, there was an S, Biblios.
And there's an issue with that too,
can I
considering there's more than one Bible.
can I ask you? Okay, let me just start basic. Can I ask how old you are?
24.
Okay. So I guess like, do you believe in stuff that we can't see? Do you believe there's things in the world the where we can't see, but it's there?
I choose not to believe in anything because if
No, it's
I
not. I'm not just
can
talking about
prove it,
religion. I'm
if
just
it's
talking about in
here,
general.
then I don't have to believe it. And it's something that I can know and I can demonstrate. So if there is something required for belief, I'm not going to even step into that. I'm gonna let y'all talk about y'all fairy tales on that side. I'm good with that. I like real shit. Like I'm here for I'm not here for that long. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But I'm just trying to just take in everything that we have. Why should
Mm.
I create a middleman to praise in my head, in my imagination, when I know I did all the things that I've done,
But you
or
didn't though,
you did
because
all the things
let me
that you've
ask you.
done?
all the information that you are receiving, right? Whether it be from religious people, whether it just be from science, whether it just be from school, there's always a middleman teaching you, right?
There's
Just
not
like
always a middleman
there
teacher.
is. Because
There's
let me
not.
let me let me ask you this, okay?
There's not.
They
And
tell
if
you.
there is somebody teaching me, it's a human being, or just nature. It's something that I can see and I can experience and demonstrate and regurgitate in the same way. I'm not going to make the middleman just based off what some text says, just based off what somebody else said.
So if the text tells you that carbon monoxide, you can't smell it, you can't see it, but it's there and it could kill you. Are you
You
going
can
to believe
test
it
it
or are
though.
you going to go searching for yourself?
You can test it though.
Right.
Right,
Right. You can. I don't
right. You
disagree.
can test
Right.
it. Now,
There isn't a
now,
there
if
So
isn't a
if
test
I,
we
no,
system
no,
in
no.
use
that.
a
So,
scientific method or any method to demonstrate the God, it just like where can we do that here right
so
now? Like,
yeah. So let me
let's
tell you
do
this.
that.
If I, as a Christian, can tell you that you can test the theory that God is real or not by doing these steps, would you do it?
Let's just do it right now.
Okay. Number one, because I can give you all the answers. I can give you all the answers. I can tell you.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Okay, so I can tell you now. Now, this is the thing with God, though, is that He's not going to reveal Himself just because you call out to Him, Allah, like you say. There's steps to, okay, like He said, it's either going to be a near-death experience for people like you who don't have faith, because He's going to cause you to have that faith, whether you like it or not, and or you go seeking Him for yourself by following these basic instructions that I have put here. Now let me tell you this. Let me explain something to you. Okay, I'm not. I hear you say like, oh, people are on drugs, or they've been through some stuff, or they're just stupid, right? I'm neither of those. Okay, I'm never on drugs. I actually I was a medic for 9 years. I worked on the ambulance. I've been to college. I've done all these things. So I'm a very smart girl, right? Now I don't know if your generation is the type that believes in, like they say, this new era of God, right? The manifestation, the making things happen on your own, right? The whole
Where
astrology.
is the? I thought we were going to demonstrate God. I
We
thought
are. I'm
let's
getting
just
to
do
that.
that. I don't want to talk about my generation. We talking about me, just
We are
me.
talking about you.
Let's just
Okay.
talk about me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about
All right. Well,
Jake.
number one, the first thing is have faith.
Stop saying my real name.
My bad. My fault. My fault, bro.
Did you hear? The first thing is have faith
Okay.
Joe,
So
can I
have
interject?
nothing. Now nothing has changed.
because you don't have faith.
Can I
Faith
interject?
is nothing.
Faith is if I'm telling you to pass the test, right? If I'm telling you to pass, the number one thing is to have faith. You won't even have faith.
Faith is
Even
literally no thing. It's nothing. What is
Joe,
faith?
can I interject real
Go
quick?
ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Uh, repeat.
mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we want our beliefs to be true, right? You want your faith to be true. Other people want their faith to be true. Is faith a reliable pathway to truth?
Yes. Because you know why? If I as a scientist, let's take religion out. If I was a scientist and I wanted to test a theory of X, Y, and Z, if I don't believe that it could happen in the first place, why would I even go to test it? That's me
Okay.
having faith that
Let
it
me
may
ask you
come
this
out.
then. Do Muslims have the correct book?
I don't know. I'm not going to speak on any other religion. I speak on mine, on what I know.
So you believe yours to be true because of faith.
Yes.
They believe theirs to be true because of faith. Their book contradicts yours. Your book contradicts theirs. Which one am I supposed to believe?
You believe in whichever one speaks to you. Now, like I said, I'm not going to speak in any other religion, but I know at the end of the day,
So
all
It's
so is it
not
all
a reliable
subjective?
pathway to
yes,
truth.
yes, because
It's not reliable.
all religions go back to God. All of them. I don't care what
Not
you
no,
say
not
and
all religions
they do.
even believe in a god.
They
Not all religions believe in a god. Buddhism doesn't believe in a god.
but they do.
Hinduism believes in
But they
millions of
do.
gods, and
Right.
they all contradict each other. So how can you say you have the correct one and they have the correct one? Because faith, like Joe was saying, if we're trying to find truth, is
Mhm.
meaningless when I can take any position based off of faith, and there's nothing you can do to contradict it.
See, the question that you're asking is which religion is right. That's not the issue here because I don't know. I know my religion.
No,
I
the
know,
question's
I
about
know.
faith. That
Yeah,
what I just said
well,
was,
what we're
if we're
trying.
all using faith to find our truth,
Mhm.
your book dictates your faith to say it's true. A Muslim's book dictates their faith to say it's true. A Buddhist dictates their faith to say they're true. There's no way of anybody to figure out which one is true. And this matters because if one is true and the rest are not, then the rest of us are going to either a bad place or a no place or some random plane of existence that none of us can exist on. This matters if you want it to be true. If you don't, that's fine. If you don't care whether or not it's true or not, then fine, you're an agnostic theist. But if you're going to say that we should give our lives over to this power or terrible things are going to happen, we need to dictate which one is the correct one.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I was a Christian for 14 years.
Okay. Coda. And let me ask you this: are you no longer? You consider yourself no longer?
No, absolutely
Okay. Can
not.
I ask why?
Why?
Can I ask
Because
why?
I did research into my faith. And when I come to the conclusion that every faith says they're the correct one, every single one says they're correct. They never say another religion is correct. So I looked into every other religion, and they're all using the exact same terminology. Faith is the reason you believe, faith is what will give you salvation. But if they all say the same thing, and there's no way for me to justify my faith over someone else's, why should I believe it? There's no reason to. If your faith makes you feel better, then fine. You can have your religion, that's fine. But when we
So,
say something else,
so let me ask you this: you say you looked into all other religion, right?
I
And
looked into a lot.
they
I can't say all. I looked into a lot of religions.
okay, and they all said the same thing about faith, right? They all said that then you have faith, whether it be this
Yes,
God, that God.
they're all claiming to be the correct one
So
when their
don't you feel
justification is
like,
faith.
well, don't you feel like if they're all saying that, there must be some truth to that for all of them to say you have to at least have faith? And if you
See,
don't at least have faith, how can you seek whatever it is that you're looking for in the first
that
place?
would
So
make sense. That would make
that's
sense if there wasn't the dogma aspectation of it. If there wasn't the